Selma, your name was referred severally in the first panel, and we know that you have 5 minutes, and you are the International Relations Coordinator with the Women's Coalition, and you also sit on the UN Women Civil Society Advisory Group. Just take it on from where Patrick left.
Okay. Okay. Well, it's a great pleasure for me to be here. And as I look at the whole, I keep on remembering Virginia Woolf's words, where she says, as a woman, I have no country. As a woman, I want no country. As a woman, the whole world is my country. So here, I see there is no borders when we come to gender equality issues. And as UN Director said, we need giant steps in achieving gender equality. And I would also like to quote what Mr. Moeller has stated. He said that women has the power for change, but it is our failure to forget to capitalize on this potential. And I fully agree with that, because we have the power to change. And now I prepared a very, very long presentation, but I know that I have to be very short. So I just wanted to go back to my question where I said, does the world promise equality and freedom for women? The question is very obvious. I wish I could say yes, but it's not possible, because many forces relegate women to subordinate roles. The customary laws, traditions, prevailing prejudices, religious pressures, all together. And in many parts of the world, recently, we are following that women and the girls are abducted and sold in marketplaces. This is so brutal. They are raped. They are forced to early marriages, forced out of school. They suffer acid attacks. They become victims of sexual exploitation and violence, and they confront all forms of brutality and horrific abuses under armed conflicts. And another big problem, and it concerns my country also, although we had the right for abortion in 1983, it is still back on the agenda in many countries. So the state's control over women's bodies is such a big problem that we have to cope up with. Women are the poorest of the poor. And women are not in decision-making levels. Women cannot have a say or decide on the policies that shape their lives. And therefore, with this dark picture, there is some substantial gains. There are some substantial gains. And yeah, this is an applause. I am applauding you, the women's organizations, because the gains are mainly outcome of organized struggle of women. As you said, organized struggle of women over the years. And so nothing happened overnight. And what has happened is not a favor to women, because our grandmothers worked hard for it. And now we are striving hard for that. And therefore, the growth of women's movement globally and their solidarity beyond borders is one of the most promising developments of the recent years. Because we modify the international politics, we have that power. We have to create change in international politics. Just to name, because I don't have time, the global achievements. The adoption of Istanbul Convention is very important, because now we have a binding legislation on violence against women. CSW is very, very important, dear friends. Please, let's all pour our attention to the Commission on the Status of Women, which comes together every year in March. And, you know, it has the power to modify the gender equality policies globally. And now we also have to be very careful about what's going on with 2015 Development Agenda. I'll come back to that. So Sasha gave me the homework assignment, but I'll come back to that. And so the standalone goal on gender equality in the SDGs and Open Working Group document is very important. So I just skipped these parts off. Sorry, because the chairperson told me that I should talk in 5 minutes.
You can summarize.
Yeah, I will. And so I just skip Turkey as a whole, and then I come to the urgent issues. The first one, as again was stated by the previous speaker, the global governance must be inclusive of women. There is a continuous challenge on that. All over the women struggle hard relentlessly, and their endeavors need to be acknowledged, and they should get their deserved place in local, regional, and international governance. This is very important. And the threat is that some governments strive to marginalize civil society or reduce its political role. And we have to safeguard our place. We are happy because we have friends in UN Women. They try to open the way for civil society to attend these international meetings, specifically at the UN level. And we have a global civil society advisory group, and then we also have regional civil society advisory groups, and now we have one of the regional directors is among us, so she was chairing the previous session, Ingrid. And women can change institutions. I have 1 minute?
30 seconds.
No. Where do we go from here? I'm sorry, we have to look at this. Okay. You know, I'm so fast, but we have to look into this. The time is ripe for moving forward. No, this is very important. At the moment, the negotiations over the content of social development goals are ongoing. And the outcomes of these intergovernmental debates will not only affect the model of global development, but it will affect our lives in our individual countries. We have to follow it. And I keep on saying, let's seize the moment. The global agenda is at the juncture of very critical processes. One of them is the deliberations on the post-2015 agenda. The other one is Beijing plus 20. The other one is ICPD process. So, and my last alert is on standalone goal in gender equality, on gender equality. When we started discussing 2015, standalone goal on gender equality was not under the thematic groups. It came under inequalities. And with the open working group outcomes, now it is the 5th goal. It's good. But still, the process is ongoing. So we have to be alert and follow what's going on at the UN level, because a synthesis report will come. So the process is not finished. We may lose the standalone goal. We have to be very, very alert. And going back to what Sasha said, that Selma should continue with that, it's the rate at 8 flags from Women's Major Group. And you can reach it at Women's Majors Group website, so I cannot go into them. One is already stated by Joanna, the EWL joint statement, which is very important. We have to follow that. And as a last word, we have to check that whatever comes out of this whole process at the international fora, in the global governance, it should be transformative and right-based. So in the light of these observances, let me conclude by saying that we therefore should expect nothing less than a transformative and universal agenda that is directed to achieve a just, equitable, and sustainable world for women and girls and for people everywhere. And my last word is, our grandmothers did it. They worked very hard. They sacrificed much. And as women, we are here. We can do it. So going back to the topic, I sound like Obama, but yes, we can do it. We can create change.
Thank you so much.